So now I'm going to be showing you how to create a pivot table. First off, we need to access the information, the spreadsheet. So we'll download it from this link. We click the link here, and it took us into the Google Drives table with the data, and we need to download that data and save it and open it in Excel. So we're going to download as Microsoft Excel, and file download. You simply pull it up. Okay, so now we have the data pulled up. The next thing that we want to do in order to create a pivot table will be to first show which data we want to include in the pivot table. And in order to do that, you can click anywhere in a set of data, simply press and hold Control A, and you'll select all of the data. And then you're going to go up to the Insert tab and click on Pivot Table. It'll automatically select all of the data that you selected, showing you the table range, and you'll import this. You'll create the pivot table in a new worksheet. So all that looks fine. So you just hit OK, and here it makes a new worksheet. So this is the data, and this is your pivot table. So now you see this little box here for pivot tables, which you have to be clicked inside of in order to use the commands over here for the pivot table. If you click outside of the box, the toolbox goes away. So you have to stay clicked in this box, and you need to manipulate the data. So what we're looking for in this example here, we want the average sales price per building square foot by state. So first off, what we need is to list the states. So over here we have these different fields that we can use, and we have the different areas in which we can place the fields. So I'm gonna choose state, drag it down to the rows field. Now in column A, I have all of the states that appear in my data in this sheet. So these are all of the different states. So now we need the average sales price per building square foot. Well, we don't have the average sales price per building square foot. Let's see, we have the sales price per building square foot, and we can drag that into the values field. Now what this is basically telling us at this point is that, you know, in Alabama, the sum of all of the sales prices per square foot is $1,029.18. But that's just the sum. We don't need the sum. We need the averages. So what we can do is over here under values for the sum of sales price per square foot, you click the little drop down arrow located on the right hand side, and you click on value field settings. In the value field settings, you can change it from sum to average, which is what we're looking for. So you select average, you click OK, it changes it here, and it changes it up here in cell B3 as well to average of the sales price divided by the square foot. So now you have all these numbers, and it doesn't hurt to clean it up a bit. So I'm gonna take it all down, make it two decimal places. So this is basically the average sales price per square foot by state. Excuse me. By state. So Alabama, it's on average you're paying $514.59 per square foot of a house that you would buy. Same for Florida, you would pay $548 per square foot on average. So it's just a good estimate of what of housing prices by per square foot based on the data gathered from all of these different states. And that is how you create a pivot table, and more specifically a pivot table that shows you the average sales price per building square foot by state.